Hello, hello, my beautiful souls. All right, so this message, I have not messed with these cards in a long time, and I love them. I have so many decks, and so I was like, let me just see what is going on. So I just wanted to see kind of what would come out. And then I was like, okay, first I was just going to mess with this one. And then I was like, I kind of want to get a recent past, a present, and a potential future. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to use. So the woman's name is Kim Kronz. Yes, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, like, this is her or animal oracle, animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit. Then she has the wild unknown archetype. And then she has the wild unknown tarot. So I was like, well, I'm going to use her tarot to clarify too. And then I was like, okay. So I wanted 3 for each. And then I was like, oh, I might as well use her oracle for the wild unknown animal. So I got 1 for each. Now, this is very interesting. When I seen this come out, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a reading. This is going to be for the collective. Mind you, my readings usually are collective readings. I do personal ones for myself every day. But when I do something at night, it's something to tap into, but it's also for the collective because we're all connected, right? And when I see an apocalypsis, so if anybody knows what that means, apocalypsis is all, some people are like, oh, the end of the world. No, it's the unveiling. The veil is thinning, right? Which is exactly what is going on. We are seeing things for what they truly are. So I was like, how perfect. And it's like you notice in here, all you see is somebody that's grounded, trying to stay right, just the feet, just grounded, just being present. You don't see the face, you don't see nothing. In apocalypse, what you see, that eye, it's barely peeking through, like just trying, like, ooh. So this is for those that are, especially with, and I had the King of Cups at the bottom, but notice he's black, a black swan, right? So it reminded me of like the black sheep, which would be us. We're here to pave our own way. We're the ones that we go against the grain. If the masses are going this way, we're going this way. Because we're critical thinkers. We think for ourselves. So I was like, that is so interesting that was at the bottom. That's why I was like, oh, even more. And then the peacock's at the bottom, which is about being who you are, shining your light. The peacock does not mind flashing them feathers, right? And then the bottom of this is the eternal child, the inner child, which is what we're doing. We're doing the healing for that. We're letting our inner child free. We're integrating the light with the dark. Like, it's beautiful. So I got all these cards out, but I want to get just an overall subconscious energy with my crystal deck. And as you can see, the message I got was take the risk. So some of you this involved, and that's what this is all about, is think about the Fool card for those that know tarot. That's the beginning of the major arcana. He's on a precipice and he's about to dive in with no worries. He's just going to jump in. He's taking a risk. And that's what, whoever's watching this, that's what you have done in the recent past. Or you're still on this and you're about to do it, but you're ready for it. Let's see. Oh, we got Lemurian Quartz. It says, who needs it? Anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts. When to use it. Whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell with Lemurian Quartz. It says, escape your mind. Yes, so this is For my ones that are like, you're probably up at night and you're overthinking and you're like, what is going on in the world? You're asking the big questions. Who am I? What am I doing here? What are we all doing here? Well, we're here to have a human experience. That's what we're doing. And then the card you got was Embrace Change, which I thought was so perfect because change is inevitable. And that is what is happening in the world. That's what the unveiling is showing. That's why there has to be all this crazy chaos and drama. And, think about like a movie. Wouldn't it be boring if it would just all just stayed the same and if we knew exactly what was going to happen? Are you going to watch the movie? Now, some movies we'll rewatch because, hey, it was that good. But think about your life as a movie, right? So we come down here to have this experience. But if we came here with remembering everything and not going through the stuff we go through, kind of like playing Super Mario. You play the game and you're like, oh, this is fun, and you learn how to warp, and then you save the princess, you beat the dragon, and you beat the dragon again, and then at the end you save the princess. And then it's like you can play it a few more times, but what's the point? You've already done it. Then it gets boring, right? So if you look at life like that, then you can be like, ooh, what new change is coming? And you walk into it. It says, I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. I know I'm a Virgo with a lot of Virgo in my chart. And I'm a routinist. So I get it when change happens, it messes up routines, but it's also for purpose. I also don't want to stay stagnant either. All right, so the recent past. On the threshold. About to jump off. Which way do I go? Do I take the risk? Is the risk going to be worth it? And this risk is you leaving behind this. This is how you were. Four of Pentacles. You were stuck. Stuck in a certain way of being, right? The Two of Cups in relationships. You were look how this is. Doesn't this look like it's just something that just keeps going over and over? And it's not going to stop, right? It just keeps repeating. And that's what you kept doing. Even if it was different people you would meet, you would still just keep repeating and repeating. And then what did that cause? Five of Wands. Conflict. Inner conflict. Outer conflict. Just drama. And that's the recent past. That's the past. And you're finally like, hey, I've got to do something different. Because what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Right? So it's time to do something new. Because why the well? This is how you were deep in your emotions. Think about a well, how deep a well goes. And it was like you were just drowning. But also I feel like your cup, right? I feel like you were some of you were giving too much of yourself. And you were thinking it was reciprocated, right? But it wasn't. It was just this cycle of, no, well, maybe if I try this, I try this. Like, I'll try this out. There's one wand. Oh, let me try this. Boom. And then all that did was just tie you up. And I'm like, repeating. Why do I keep running into these people, places, and things? And I'm repeating. So, it's saying, it's time to jump in. Because then when you jump in, some of you have already jumped in. This is recent past. So some of you are on the threshold. Some of you have jumped off that threshold and you're here. You're seeing the truth. Now, this goes on a global scale, of course, but it also goes, it's a macro and micro scale. So this is in your life as well. As above, so below. As within, so without. So this is not only just in like the world. This is also in your life. So put it in your situation. I do want to read Apocalypse to you. I wasn't called to read that. That's self-explanatory. But I am called to read this. Apocalypse, removing the veil of deception. Apocalypse indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks down and a new story forms. Apocalypse energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. So when in light, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. Yeah. The unknown is becoming known. So are you going to let it guide you, or are you going to be in the dark where you are fatalism, hopelessness, just feeling like, oh, there's no end. Like, kind of like if you're one that you watch the news, and I'm not saying it's your prerogative, but you watch the news every day because it's nothing but fear-based. So they want to keep you in fear and keep you in a low vibration. There's actually good stuff that's going on in the world too, but they're not going to show that. They're only going to show you what they want you to see. Fear-based. So it's up to you to what? Watch it. Don't watch it, right? It's a choice. But this is beautiful because this is all about, let me show you how I do, right? I don't always go by the meaning of cards, and this one is the perfect definition of that. So first of all, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is all about a new beginning, something tangible. And look, it's a bullseye. So it's like, boom, you've hit it. And if you look at it, it's like finally this Five of Wands wasn't in vain. Look, if you look at that, to me, that looks like the Five of Wands are finally together. And they're making something solid. So it's like you're taking your past, and instead of becoming the victim, becoming the victor. Right? You could stay in this and be a victim. It's a choice. Or you become the victor, right? And then boom, you move into the Empress, which is the embodiment of all four queens. But this is also growth. Look at this. Look at that growth. Becoming a new version. That's what happens when you see truth for what it is. You see the people in your life for who they are. You see yourself. More importantly, you see yourself for who you are. Then you realize, you know what? It's okay. I might have been a caterpillar. I know this is worms, but just work with me here. This is the Five of Swords. You're like, I'm tired of being the caterpillar. Because I know, you know what? I know that this caterpillar is going to change. And what does a caterpillar change into? The butterfly. When I first seen, when this flew out, I was like, oh, that's it right here. You finally took the two swords and you're like, nope, I'm done. Because think about it. This is worms, but think about a caterpillar. It has to literally go through the chrysalis and really eat itself, right? So you finally cut off. You cut yourself in half. And you're like, all right, look, this part of me, no. I know this part is gonna go. This, save a little bit of this, but you have the Ace of Swords right there. That means that's the Ace of Swords is your truth. And you've also cut through the veil, seeing things so clearly. And then you're gonna fly out like the butterfly that you are meant to be. You're meant to fly. You're meant to be transformative. You're not meant to stay the same. And that's how we all are. We are coming. So right now, a lot of us are still in this chrysalis, kind of like the void. And we're just waiting. It's like we know, like, man, I feel it. I know it. Like, I've been feeling a shift for so long. And a lot of you have too. And you're like, I know that something's about to happen. And you're not wrong. There is. Nobody likes the P word. We do have to have patience. But just know you will be flying soon like the butterfly. Like, this is present. This is happening soon. And it's so perfect because we got eclipse season about to happen. Now, of course, all my readings are timeless. But for those who are watching it right now, we got some powerful stuff going on this month of September. So, this is beautiful. Now, where are we going? The potential future. The ring. Look at the difference in the eye. See how the eye was like just peeking, like, I don't know if I really want to see the truth for what it is, right? Not everybody wants to take them Neptune goggles off, aka rose-colored glasses. But when you do, look what you see. Wow, there really is more to life. Look at all this color. Look at the universe. Wow, look at, you know what? I'm understanding the connection to all things, right? Let's just see a little bit about what the ring says here. But I take it as the ring, you're becoming whole. Like, this is like you giving that promise. Think about when somebody gives you a ring, whether it's a promise ring or an engagement ring. This is you. Once you come out of this and you turn into this butterfly, you are giving yourself that ring and making a vow to yourself that, hey, I will not go back to this. I can look back and see how far I've come and clap and cheer for myself, but I'm not going back. Because we don't go backwards, do we? No. This is evolution. This is beautiful. Let me find this. Okay, L. Wait. I think it was back here. Oh, wait. Here we go. Wait. L. Oh, here we go. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypical image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Yes, exactly what I said. The veil is lifting. Everyone is seeing and understanding and remembering that we are all connected, that separation is the biggest illusion. And then that's when the beauty happens. We come together, right? We're no more in this mucky Four of Cups. We move away from that to what? Look at that. It's like a portal. We'll be passing through a portal. This is the Four of Wands, but look at that. It's the eye. It's the portal. It's that jump. It's that leap. It's that risk that needs to be taken. And that's what we're going through. As a collective. We're all on different timelines. Not, like I say, there's some that haven't even made it to the threshold yet. There's some that are standing at the threshold now, and there's some that have already jumped off that threshold and are right here, and they are seeing truth for what it is. And there's some that's already went through this portal. Put it in your situation where you're at. It doesn't matter because we're all going to the same place. We are here to walk each other home, and this is beautiful. And then there's new, fresh energy. And look at that, the rainbow. More colors. I told you, seeing the connectedness, right? Like the Hopi prophecy. What did they say? There will be children. They're called the rainbow children that are coming. And that's our grandkids, our great grandkids. They're coming to show. Look at that. Look, the rainbow. It's everywhere. Look at the difference in the coloring. That is what is happening. They're coming to show and remind. Awakening is not about learning anything. It is about remembering who we are, why we're here, the whole purpose. And that is what our children, because this is the daughter of Pentacles. That is what our children, our children are the future. Our descendants. And that's why a lot of us are doing this work, right? The healer. Doing the work so that we pave the way that they are, and it also clears our ancestors, but it also clears our descendants as well. So for this one, and I knew it, I said, I know the last one is going to be a spirit one. You see, this was air, butterfly. This was water, emotion. I mean, emotion, emotions. But this here, this is the black egg. And that's all about the truth. This is spirit. This is the throat chakra. Notice I didn't get the book out for neither one of these. I know when it's time to get the book out. Where you at? No. That's the golden. That's the little Buddha. We need the black one. Which way are we going? Oh, yeah. There it is. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have an inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and awaits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. The black egg, the truth. And that is where we are going. Age of Aquarius, right? That's one thing about Aquarius. They're going to tell you the truth. This is the information age. This is why all of this is happening. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Yes, is it crazy? Yes, sometimes does it feel a little scary? Sure it does. But is it going to be all worth it? You're damn right it's going to be worth it. Because this change needs to happen. 5-5. All about change. Our spirit, our mindset, all needs to have change because we are stuck in a loop, and we've been in this loop for eons. And it's time to break free from the loop and step into another portal. The portal of what? Truth. Unconditional love, unconditional trust. That is what we are here to do. That is who we are. Where am I at? I'm going to close this out. with the keepers of the light. See who wants to come through. I didn't even know this. I was going to do this video. Let me see where we're at. 25 minutes. Yeah, I have not done a long video like this in a while. But I felt called. Let's see who's coming through and what is the message. Ooh, we have Hillary on. With divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Yes, back to that, right? If you are a healer, which we all have some type of healing, make sure that you are recharging your energy. Make sure that you're taking care of your heart and drawn to the green. You have to take care of you first. I understand when you have these gifts, it's beautiful. Oh, I want to help everybody. Like at the beginning of my journey, I wanted to save everyone and just get on a loudspeaker and just tell everybody, ooh, this is the truth. Ooh. Oh, this is what we can do. But I had to learn that that is not my job. That's not how it works. We're all on our own journey, our own timelines. And when we're meant to hear the truth, we'll hear it. Not everybody's ready for it. And that's okay. Like I said, some people haven't even got to the threshold. And that is okay. But the seeds are planted. And it's up to that person when to grow them, when to nourish, when to water. Right? Let's see. Let's get another. Oh, okay. All right, we have faith with humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Yes, exactly. Stay calm, stay grounded, recharge, but also see the light. We all have a light. Some of our light is brighter than others, but we all have a light. Some of us just have a lot of healing to do and a lot of unveiling, right? We gotta unveil ourselves like an onion. It's pieces and layers that have to be taken off. Last but not least, postcard from Spirit, and I'm for real gonna close it up. So definitely make sure you are taking care of yourself. Why are these mixed up? Oh, well. Let's see. All right, Spirit. What are the final words for my beautiful souls? There it is. It says, you are magic. Did you know that? Dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move. Say yes to life. Pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step toward the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really Spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by Spirit and arrive in divine, appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. Yes, so take the risk. Embrace the change. Jump over the threshold. See the truths that you need to see. And step into this new portal of you being able to be you without the mask of mom, dad, father, husband, wife, daughter, son, teacher, whatever. Take the mask off and be you. It don't matter what your name is. What do you do for a living? Who are you? Who is your soul? Who are you inside? That's the real you. And it's time that we get in touch with that. Be the change you wish to see. As within, so without, you will see it. All right, beautiful souls. I hope that helped uplift, heal, inspire. I do personal readings. Everything's in the description box below if you're interested. Until next time, sending so much love, light. Take care.